Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In today's video, I am going to start a Academy series of ETA MCQs related with second year mathematics of Pakistan for all boards. So in today's video, I will solve MCQs related with Academy series chapter number 1 function and limits. So let's move toward MCQs number first. It tells that limit x approaches to 3, find the value of log of x minus 3 divided by under root of x plus 6 minus 3 to the base a when the limit x approaches to 3. Option A is infinity, B is log of 3 to the base a, C is log of 6 to the base a, option D is log of 2 to the base a. So move towards the solution of MCQs number first. Taking the given question, limit x approaches to 3, log of base is a. In the power we have x minus 3 divided by x of plus 6 minus 3. So the power cannot be solved directly. If we apply the limit, it will give us a 0 by 0 indeterminate form. So first we are going to rationalize it by multiplying the conjugate of x plus 6 under root minus 3. So its conjugate is x plus 6 plus 3 divided by under root of x of plus 6 of plus 3. Now after this limit x approaches to 3, here we have formula a minus b multiply a plus b, which gives us a square minus b square. Our a is under root x plus 6, so under root of x plus 6 whole square, minus time of b is c, so b square, so 3 square. Square cancel out with under root, so we are left with x plus 6 minus 3 square gives us 9, so it gives us x minus 3. So in numerator we have log of a, in numerator we have x minus 3 multiply under root of x plus 6 plus 3, while in denominator we are left with x minus 3. So x minus 3 is cancelled out with x minus 3, so limit x approaches to 3, log of base is a. In numerator we are left with x plus 6 and plus 3. Now applying the limit, here x is 3, so put 3 gives us 3 plus 6 under root of 9. So log of a under root of x plus 6, so 3 plus 6 will be gives us 9 and plus 3. So after this, log of a under root 9 is 3 and 3 plus 3 gives us 6. So the whole result is log of 6 to the base a. So the correct option for the MCQs number 1 is option number C. Now move toward MCQs number 2. It tells that limit x approaches to pi by 4, find the value of sin x minus cos x over x minus pi by 4. First option is 2, B is 0, C is 1 over under root 2, and the last option is under root 2. So move toward the solution. Limit x approaches to pi by 4, we have a function fraction given sin x minus cos x divided by x minus pi by 4. By direct applying a limit, so it becomes sin pi by 4, which gives us 1 over under root 2 minus, so if we put x pi by 4, so cos pi by 4 is equal to 1 over root 2 divided by x minus pi by 4, so x is pi by 4 minus pi by 4. So they will give us 0 in the denominator also. So we make 0 by 0 form over here. So this is indeterminate form by which we will apply the L'Hospital rule. In L'Hospital rule, we differentiate each and every term separately. So differentiation of sin x is cos x, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, so it will give us plus sin x. Divided by pi by 4 is a constant, so derivative or differentiation of a constant is 0 and the derivative of x is 1. Now we are applying the limit x approaches to pi by 4, sin x and plus cos x. So putting pi by 4, it will give us 1 over under root 2, because sin 45 or pi by 4 is 1 over under root 2 and the cos pi by 4 is also 1 over under root 2. So by taking LCM, it will give us 2 divided by under root 2 multiply under root 2. So it will give us just 2 and this 2 will cancel out with this 2. So we are left with just under root 2. So the correct option is option number D. Now move toward MCQ number 3. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of x power x. First option is 0, second is 1, C is minus 1 and D is none. So move towards a solution. We have limit x power x approaches to 0 and x power x given. So by applying the limit, it will give us 0 power 0, which is again indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. So how can we solve this type of problem? We will take the derivative, applying the L'Hospital rule, we will take the derivative of x power x. Let's suppose it is equal to x power x. So how can we differentiate? We cannot differentiate it directly. First we will apply log to the both sides. So ln of x power x. So by applying the log, this x will come to the front, it becomes x ln x. Now applying the derivative, so here we will apply the product rule. So first function multiply derivative of ln x is 1 over x plus ln x and derivative of x is 1. So let's cancel out with each other, we are left with 1 plus ln x. Now applying the limit, here limit as x approaches to 0, limit x approaches to 0. So here ln of 0 is equal to 0, so we are left with just 1. So the correct option is option number B for the MCQ number 3rd. Now move toward MCQ number 4. It tells that limit x approaches to infinity, find the value of square root of x plus square root of x plus square root of x minus square root of x. So first option is 1, second is 0, third is 1 over 2, and the last is infinity. So we'll move towards the solution. We have limit given x approaches to infinity, and we have a function given under root of x plus or under root of x plus or under root of x plus minus under root of x. We cannot solve this type of square root function or algebraic square root function, but we can solve it through the method of rationalization. So multiplying the conjugate of this function. So under root of x plus under root of x plus under root of x. Here it is minus, so in conjugate it will convert to positive. Under root x. Multiply the same in the denominator that doesn't affect the given question. So under root of x plus under root of x and plus under root of x. Here the formula a minus b, multiply a plus b, so it will give us a square. A is under root of x plus under root of x plus under root of x whole square minus b is under root x, so b is square. In denominator we are left with under root of x plus under root of x plus under root of x and plus under root of x. Here the square we can start with the largest under root, so we are left with x plus under root of x plus under root of x and minus square we can start with under root, so we are left with x. And in denominator we are left with x plus under root of x plus under root of x and plus under root of x. X is cancelled with negative x. So in numerator we are left with x plus under root x, and in denominator we are left with under root of x plus under root of x and plus under root of x and plus under root of x. Now we will multiply 1 over x in the radicand, inside the radicand in both the numerator and denominator. So multiplying dividing x in the numerator and denominator inside the radicand. So divide each and every element. So x will cancel out with x, we are left with 1 plus under root x over x is equal to 1 over root x, and the whole under root divided by x will cancel out with x, so we are left with just 1 and plus here is an under root of x over x gives us 1 plus under root x by x gives us 1 over root x, and after this we are here plus under root x over x gives us 1 over root x. Now by applying the limit x approaches to infinity, so 1 over infinity gives us a value 0, so 1 plus 0 gives us 1 in the numerator. In the denominator under root of 1 plus here is under root of 1 plus 1 over under root infinity will give us a 0. After this we have plus 1 over infinity gives us a value 1 over infinity gives us a value 0. So under root 1 divided by under root of 1 plus under root 1 plus 0 gives us a value of 1. So after this it will give us a result of 1 divided by 2. So our correct option will be option number C. Now move toward MCQ number 5. It tells that limit x approaches to infinity, find a value of 3 power x plus 1 minus 5 power x plus 1 divided by 3 power x minus 5 power x. Option A is infinity, B is 0, C is 5 and D is 1. Move towards a solution. We are given with limit x approaches to infinity, 3 power x plus 1 can be written as 3 power x dot 3 power 1 minus 5 power x plus 1 can be written as 5 power x 5 power 1 divided by 3 power x and minus 5 power x. Take out common 5 power x in the numerator, limit x approaches to infinity. So by taking out 5 power x common in the numerator, we are left with 3 power x divided by 5 power x dot 5 power 1 minus of 5. In the denominator, by taking out 5 power x common, we are left with 3 power x divided by 5 power x and minus 1. They are cancelled with each other. We can write it just like limit x approaches to infinity, 3 divided by 5 whole x and dot 5 minus 5 divided by 3 over 5 whole x and minus 1. Remember, something to the power x, x here is infinity, so something to the power infinity is always equal to 0 except for the case 1. 1 power infinity is indeterminate form, but other than value of 1 it will goes towards 0. So 3 over 5 power infinity is 0, 0 multiply 5 gives us 0, and in numerator we are left with minus 5. In denominator 3 over 5 power infinity is 0 and minus 1. So minus 5 over minus 1 gives us result 5. So the correct option is option number C. Now move to the MCQ number 6. It tells that limit x approaches to infinity, find the value of under root of x plus sin x over x minus cos x. First option is 0, B is 1, C is infinity, and the last option is none. So move towards the solution. Limit x approaches to infinity. In the numerator, let's suppose I take out x common, so we are left with 1 plus sine x divided by x. And in the denominator, I also take out x common, so we are left with 1 minus cos x whole divided by x. X is cancelled out with x, we are left with 1 plus sine x divided by x. In the numerator, we are left with 1 minus cos x and divided by x, and limit x approaches to infinity. So sine infinity over infinity, we know that it is equal to 0. So we are left in the numerator with 1, and in denominator cos infinity over infinity is always equal to 0. So we are left with 1. So under root of 1 over 1 gives us under root 1, and under root 1 is equal to 1. So the correct option is option B. Now move to MCQ number 7. It tells that function f of x is equal to mod of x is first option is all positive real number. Option B is 0 to infinity, and option C is close bracket 0 to open infinity, and the last option is minus infinity to infinity. So move towards the solution. We have a function given f of x is equal to absolute of x. You know that absolute of x, absolute function is an even function. So you know that even function are those functions in which f of negative x is always equal to f of x. It means that if we put over here positive value or negative value, it will give us a positive function, positive original function, because the negativity made by the absolute function. Let's suppose if we put over here minus 1, so it will give us a positive. So it means that if we put positive or negative value over here, it will give us a positive real value. So it means that our required answer will be negative infinity towards infinity, because if we put each and every value in between this interval, it will give us a positive real number. Why the A option is doesn't correct? Because all positive real number means that this function is defined just for positive real number, not for negative. So if we know that it is defined also for negative value, so this option is wrong. After this 0 to infinity means that the positive real value it is defined. So we also know that it is defined for negative real value. So this is also incorrect, and this is also incorrect. Our correct option is option number D. Now move to MCQ number 8. It tells that solution set of 2x e raised to the power minus x plus x square e raised to the power minus x is equal to 0 will be. First option is set of all positive real number, and B is 0 minus 1 over 2, and C is 0 minus 2, and the last option is none. So move towards the solution of equation. So taking the given equation, 2x e raised to power minus x plus x square can be written as x dot x. So x dot x again gives us x square, and e raised to power minus x is equal to 0. Now divide the whole equation with x e raised to power minus x. So x e raised to power minus x. X e raised to power minus x is cancelled. We are left with 2, and here x and x is cancelled, and e raised to power minus x and e raised to power minus x are cancelled. We are left with x and is equal to 0 divided by something. It gives us 0, and shift 2 to the right hand side, it becomes x is equal to minus 2. So the required answer is minus 2. After this, so if we put over here 0, so again 2x e raised to power minus x plus x square e raised to power minus x, it is equal to 0. So let's suppose if we take out put 2 over here, so it becomes 2 multiply x is minus 2, e raised to power minus time of x is, let's suppose, minus 2 plus x square. So minus 2 square gives us 4 e raised to power 2 is equal to 0. So it gives us minus 4 e raised to power 2 and plus 4 e raised to power 2 is equal to 0. So it means that minus 2 is the solution, and 0 is also the solution, because 0 multiply something gives us 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So the correct option is option number C. Now move toward the MCQ number 9 related with chapter number 1 function and limits. It tells that domain of y square is equal to negative 4x is option A is real, B is 0 infinity, and C is x less than or equal to 0, and the last option is none. So move toward the solution of this problem in MCQ number 9. We have a function given y square is equal to negative 4x. For the domain of this y must be ln. How can we make it ln? We will make it ln by cancelling this 2. How can we cancel this 2? We will take an under root on the both sides. So this can be cancelled after an under root. We are left with y is equal to under root of minus 4x. You know that for the domain, the function or the expression inside the radicand or the square root must be greater than or equal to 0. So minus 4x must be greater than or equal to 0. So multiply minus to the both sides. So the inequality will reverse, so it becomes 4x less than or equal to 0. So our solution will be x less than or equal to 0. So the correct option is option number C. Now move toward MCQ number 10. It tells that range of a function y is equal to x square will be all real number except y less than 0, all real number except y less than or equal to 0, and the last option is none. Move towards solution of this MCQ. So we have a function given y is equal to x square. For the range of we will make the x ln. How can we make x ln? We will make x ln by removing this 2. How can we remove this 2? We will take under root on the both side. So square will cancel out with under root. So we are left with x is equal to root of y. Now for the range of if expression come inside the radicand, that expression must be greater than or equal to 0. So this is the condition. Here this is not less than or equal to 0. This is greater than or equal to 0. So it means that all real number except y greater than or equal to 0. So the correct option is option number C. Now move toward MCQ number 11. It tells that inverse of a function f of x is equal to 3x minus 1 where x plus 1 will be. Option A is x plus 1 where x minus 1. B is 1 plus x over 3 minus x. Option C is 3 minus x over 1 plus x. And the last option is none. So move towards the solution of MCQ number 11, taking the given function f of x is equal to 3x minus 1 divided by 3x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. You know that f of x is equal to y. So x will be equal to f inverse y. That this is first condition from here. After this, f of x is equal to y is equal to 3x minus 1. This x plus 1 will come over f of x is equal to y. So it will multiply with y x plus 1. So it becomes xy plus y. And shift 3x minus 1 to the left hand side, it becomes minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Take out x common, so inside we are left with y and here minus 3. And shift 1 and y to the right hand side, it becomes minus 1 minus of y. After this, x will be equal to minus time of 1 plus y or y plus 1 divided by y minus of 3. Now after this, x is equal to minus time of 1 plus y. From here take out minus common, it becomes 3 minus y. Minus will cancel out y. X is equal to f inverse y. So put f inverse y over here, it becomes 1 plus y divided by 3 minus y. Now replace y with x to find the inverse. So f inverse x is equal to 1 plus x divided by 3 minus x. So our answer will be 1 plus x over 3 minus x. So the correct option is option number B. Now move toward the MCQ number 12. It tells that if f of f, g of x, this is a compound function or composite function, f of g of x is equal to 4x square minus 8x. F of x is equal to x square minus 4 find g of x. So first option is 2x minus 2, second is 4x, third is 4 minus x, and the last one is x square minus 1. So move towards the solution of this problem MCQ. So we have f of x given which is equal to x square minus 4. So replace this equation with x with g of x. So it becomes f of g of x. So replace x with g of x whole square, g of x whole square minus 4. Now f of g of x is equal to 4x square minus 8x. So shift minus 4 to the left hand side, it becomes plus 4 is equal to g time of x whole square. After this, take out 4 common. From here it becomes x square minus 2x and plus 1 is equal to g of x whole square. After this, 4 can be written as 2 whole square and x square minus 2x plus 1. This is a formula, x minus 1 whole square is equal to g of x whole square. So on the both side the power are same, so it means the bases must be same. The bases are 2 and x minus 1, so bases must be same. 2 multiply x minus 1 must be equal to the g time of x. So g of x will be equal to the 2x and minus 2. So the correct option is option number A. Now move toward MCQ number 13. What is the function whose inverse function is f inverse x is equal to 3 divided by x plus 1? We have 4 options given. So move towards the solution. Let's suppose I am going to find the inverse of option number B, f of x is equal to 3 divided by x and minus 1. So for the inverse, let's suppose f of x is equal to y is equal to 3 divided by x minus 1. Shift minus 1 to the right hand side, it becomes y plus 1 is equal to 3 divided by x. Shift x to the right hand side, it multiply with y plus 1, it gives us xy plus x is equal to 3. Now after this, take out x common, so we are left with y plus 1 is equal to 3. So after this, x is equal to 3 divided by y plus 1. Now we know that f of x is equal to y. So put shift f to the right hand side, it becomes x is equal to f inverse y. Now put x is equal to f inverse y over here, it becomes f inverse y is equal to 3 divided by y plus 1. Now replace y with x, so it becomes f inverse x is equal to 3 divided by x plus 1. So option number B gives us a function inverse of 3 divided by x plus 1. So the correct option is option number B. Now move toward MCQ number 14. For what value of x is the function f of x is equal to x square minus 9 where x minus 3 is discontinuous. So you know that the function will be discontinuous only if we make the denominator equal to 0. So the denominator is x minus 3 is equal to 0. So shift minus 3 to the right hand side, it becomes x is equal to 3. So by putting x is equal to 3, it will give us 0. 3 minus 3 gives us 0, and something divided by 0 gives us infinity. So the discontinuous function or those function at which the function is goes toward infinity. So the value is x is equal to 3. So our answer is x is equal to 3. So the correct option is option number C. Now move toward MCQ number 15. It tells that a function f of x at x is equal to x naught is continuous if option number A is exist, B is f of x naught is defined, and the C is limit x approaches to 0, f of x will be equal to f of x naught, and the last option is all. So the correct option is option number D. How? We know that the function will be a continuous if it is exist. Let's suppose we have a function f of x is equal to 2x minus 3. So this is exist for each and every positive real value. So option A is correct. And we also know that f of x naught is defined. Let's suppose here it is f of x. So if I supposed to put let's suppose 2 here, so it will give us a value real. So it means that it is defined. It gives us a real value, positive or negative value. It means that it is also satisfy the given condition. And the function will be continuous if a right hand limit and the right hand limit and left hand limit will be equal. So it means the C is also correct. So it means the correct option will be option number D, all of these. Now move toward MCQ number 16. We have a function f of x is equal to e raised to power x plus 1 over e raised to power x minus 1. Then the function will be odd or even, both none. Remember, when f of x or negative x is equal to original function, then the function will be even. And when the f of negative x is equal to negative time of the original function, then the function will be odd. Using this condition, we have a function f of x given e raised to power x plus 1, e raised to power x minus 1. Now replace x with negative x. So it becomes e power negative x plus 1 divided by e power x as let suppose negative x, it becomes minus 1. So f of negative x will be equal to the e power minus x can be written as 1 over e power x, and plus 1 can be written as e power x divided by e power x. Divided by e power minus x can be written as 1 over e power x, and minus 1 can be written as minus e power x divided by e power x. After this, f of negative x will be equal to the taking LCM, it becomes 1 plus e power x divided by e power x and divided by 1 minus e power x divided by e raised to power x. Now after this, f of negative x will be equal to the 1 plus e raised to power x divided by e raised to power x. Convert division into multiplication. This will be converted into reciprocate form. 1 minus e raised to power x. This cancel with each other. We are left with f of negative x is equal to 1 plus e raised to power x in numerator. In denominator, take out minus common. It becomes e raised to power x minus 1. Minus will goes towards the numerator. It becomes f of negative x is equal to minus time of 1 plus e raised to power x divided by e raised to power x minus 1 is equal to the original function. So when the function f of negative x is equal to the negative time of original function, then the function will be odd. So the correct option is option number A. Now move toward MCQ number 16. If f of x is equal to x minus 1, if x is less than 3, and 2x plus 1, if x is greater than or equal to 3, then the function will be discontinuous at x is equal to 3, discontinuous at x is equal to negative 3, continuous, and the last option is none. So move towards the solution. We learned in the previous MCQs that the right hand limit must be equal to the left hand limit. So let's suppose x minus 1 is right hand limit, left hand limit, it is equal to the right hand limit 2x plus 1. So here x will goes to the right hand side, it becomes 2x minus x is equal to and minus 1, and this one will come to the left hand side, it becomes 2x minus x is equal to minus 2. So here is no fraction. We already learned in the previous exercise number 1.4, when there is no fraction, the function will be continuous throughout. Function will be discontinuous if the function is in fraction form. Here is no fraction, it means the function is continuous. So a correct option is option C. Now move toward MCQ number 17. It tells that if f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x, then the function f of x will be even, odd, neither, both. So move towards solution, taking the given function f of x is equal to sin x and plus cos x. Replace x with negative x, so f of negative x will be equal to sin time of x is, let's suppose, negative x plus cos of x is negative x. So after this, f of negative x will be equal to the sin is an odd function. So minus will comes to the front because this is an odd function, and cos is an even function, so it will becomes a positive original function. It becomes cos x according to the even function definition. Now after this, f of negative x will be equal to take out negative common inside. We are left with sin x, and here we are left with minus cos of x. Minus time of sin x minus cos x. So if we look here, sin x minus cos x, and here is sin x plus cos x. So it doesn't obey the definition of odd function. And here it is minus sin x plus cos x. It also does not obey the definition of even function. So it means that this is not even, not odd. So the correct option is neither. Now move to MCQ number 19. It tells that if f of x is equal to x minus 5 and f of g of x is equal to 2x square minus 7, then what will be the value of g of x function? We have a 4 option given. So let's move toward a solution of this question, MCQ number 19. Let's suppose we have a function f of x is equal to x minus 5. So replace this function x with respect to g of x. So let's suppose x replaced with g of x, so in the whole equation it becomes g of x and minus 5. F of g of x is given, which is x totally equal to the 2x square minus 7 is equal to g of x. So we are going to find g of x. So shift minus 5 to the left hand side, it becomes plus 5, and here we are left with g of x. So our function g of x will be equal to the 2x square, and after this 5 minus 7 gives us minus 2. So g of x is equal to 2x square minus 2. So the correct option is option number C. Now move toward MCQs number 20. It tells that if f of x is equal to 3x minus 1, and we have a function and two variable g of xy is equal to 2y minus xy plus 1, then find the value of g of 3f inverse 2. So we are going to find the value of a function g of 3, and in the place of y we have f inverse 2. We are going to find this value. So it means that in the y we will find the inverse of f of x. So f of x is equal to 3x minus 1. So let's suppose f of x is equal to y. It is equal to 3x minus 1. So we are going to find the value of x. So the value of x will be y plus 1 divided by 3. Let's suppose this is the value of x from here. Now we know that f of x is equal to y. So f will goes toward the right hand side. It becomes x is equal to f inverse of y. Put x is equal to f inverse y over here. It becomes y plus 1 divided by 3. And f inverse of y. Replace y with x, it becomes f inverse of x is equal to x plus 1 divided by 3. Now here f inverse 2. So put 2 in the place of x, so it becomes f inverse of 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. It gives us 3, and 3 by 3 gives us 1. So f inverse of 2 is equal to 1. Now here it will become g of 3 times of f inverse 2 is 1. So here it is 3 1. Here we have g of xy is equal to 2y. So 2 times of y is 1, and minus time of x is 3, and our y is 1, and after this we have plus 1. So it becomes 2 minus 3 and plus 1. It will gives us 2 minus 3 plus 1, 3 minus 3, and it will give us answer 0. So the correct option is option number B. Now move toward MCQ number 21. It tells that let f is a function 5, 5, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 be a function from t unto t. Then the value of f inverse 4 will be. Here if we look, x is 2, y is 4, and x is 1 and 2, y is 2. It means that y is double of the x. So 2 times of y will be equal to x, because if we put y is equal to let's suppose 4, this is the wrong condition. The condition will be y is equal to 2x. Let's suppose if I put x 2, it will give us y 4. If I put x let's suppose 1, it will give us y is equal to 2. So it means that will give us x is equal to y divided by 2. So from here they tell that find the value of f inverse 4. So put the value of x 4 over here. Let's suppose this is inverse. So f of x is equal to y. So the inverse will be x is equal to f inverse y. So after this put f inverse y over here, it becomes f inverse y is equal to y divided by 2. So f inverse, so replace y with x, it becomes f inverse x is equal to x divided by 2. Now put x 4. So it becomes 4 divided by 2 gives us a result 2. So the correct answer will be option B. Move to MCQ number 22. Possible inverse of the graph will be. So the correct option in MCQ number 22 is option number C. Now move to MCQ number 23. It tells that which one of the following is a function. We have A, B, C, three geometries are given, and that tells that either 1 only, 2 and 3 only, or all or D none. Remember, in a geometry we have a two function, even function and odd function. So the geometry of even function is move toward the positive x-axis and the positive y-axis, and the geometry of odd function is passed from the origin. So here this is not obey these two shapes, this also not obey this shape, and this also does not obey this shape. So it means the correct option will be none, option D. Now move toward MCQ number 24. It tells that function represented by this graph is even function, odd function, neither both. Remember, for the odd function we have a definition f of negative x is equal to negative time of f of x. So here it is a positive f of x, means x-axis is also positive and y-axis is positive, and its result is negative, mean here it is x-axis is negative and y-axis is negative. So the odd function is positive from the origin, just like over here. So it means that this function will be odd function. Now move toward MCQ number 25. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of secant x minus 1 over x square secant x. Option A is 1 over 2, B is 1 over 4, C is infinity, and the last option is 0. Move towards the solution of this function. Limit x approaches to 0, secant x can be written as 1 over cos x, and here is minus 1 divided by x square, and secant x can be written as 1 over cos x. Here this one can be written as cos x divided by cos x. So limit x approaches to 0, taking LCM cos x in numerator, we are left with 1 minus cos x and divided by cos x. And here this cos x will goes toward multiplication divided by x square. So this cos x is cancelled with cos x. We are left with the limit x approaches to 0, 1 minus cos x divided by x square. Now here I am going to put the value of x 0. So it becomes 1 minus cos 0 is 1, so it gives us 0 divided by x also gives 0. So again indeterminate form we will apply the L'Hospital rule, means we will differentiate each and every term separately. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of cos x negative sin x, it will give us plus sin x, divided by the differentiation of x square is 2x. Remember, limit x approaches to 0. Remember, when limit x approaches to 0, sin x over x will always be equal to 1. So we are left with 1, in the denominator we are left with 2. So the result is 1 over 2. So the correct option is option A. Now move toward MCQ number 26. It tells that if y is easily expressed in terms of independent variable x, then the y will be called the explicit function, implicit function, even none. Remember, when the variable on one side, just like x square plus y square is equal to pi, this type of function is called implicit function. But when on the x square and a variable comes on the both sides, just like x square plus xy is equal to 2xy plus y square. So this type of function is called explicit function, and they are talking about that y is easily expressed in terms of independent variable. So this type of equation or dependent variable or independent variable is called explicit function. So the correct option is option number A. Now move toward MCQ number 27. It tells that if f of x is equal to x plus 1 over 4, then find the value of f into f inverse 4. So move towards the solution of this problem or MCQ number 27. We have a function given f of x is equal to x plus 1 over 4. First we are going to find its inverse. So let's suppose f of x is equal to y. So 4 will come to the left hand side, it will multiply with y, it becomes 4y is equal to x plus 1. So from it our x value will be 4y minus 1. Now x is equal to f inverse y, we already know. So put the value of x 4y minus 1 over here, it becomes 4y minus 1 is equal to f inverse y. Replace y with x, it becomes f inverse x is equal to 4x minus 1. Now here f inverse 4, so put 4 over here, it becomes f inverse time of 4 is equal to 4 multiply 4 gives us 16 minus 1 gives us 15. Now we have a function given f of x is equal to x plus 1 divided by 4. Let's replace x with f inverse 4. It means that f time of f inverse 4 is equal to x replaced with f inverse 4 and plus 1 whole divided by 4. So we will find easily f into f inverse 4. So f into f inverse 4 will be equal to f inverse 4 is equal to 15. So 15 here is plus 1 divided by 4. 15 plus 1 gives us 16, and 16 by 4 gives us 4. So the required answer is 4. So the correct option is option number D. Now move toward MCQ number 28. It tells that if n is any positive integer, then find the limit x approaches to a when x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is given. So 4 options are given. So let's move towards the solution of the problem. Limit x approaches to a, we have x power n minus a power n over x power x minus a is given. If we directly apply limit x approaches to a, so it becomes a power n minus a power n divided by x is a, so a minus a. It gives us 0 and also gives us 0, again indeterminate form. So we are going to differentiate it with respect to x. So the derivative of x power n, we already know that the power will come to the front and we will subtract 1 in the power. And here a power n is a constant, so the derivative of a constant is 0. After this, x derivative of x is 1 and a as a constant, its derivative is 0. So we are left with limit x approaches to a, and here we are left with n x power n minus 1. So applying the limit, it becomes n time of x is a, so put a over here, it becomes n a power n minus 1. So this is the result, n a power n minus 1. So the correct option is option number B. Now move toward MCQ number 29. Limit x approaches to infinity, find the value of 1 over 1 plus x power minus x. So a is 0, b is 1, c is e, and d is e power minus 1. So move towards the solution of problem or MCQ number 29. Limit n approaches to infinity. This is x, so this is not n. X approaches to infinity. 1 over 1 plus x power minus x is given. So after this limit x approaches to infinity, reciprocate these two sides, it becomes 1 plus xo divided by 1 power minus xo. So here it is equal to xo, x divided by 1 or x divided by 1 plus xo, so it becomes 1 plus x divided by xo. So by reciprocating it, the power will changes the sign. So here it is minus, it will changes to positive. So after this, it can be written as limit of x approaches to infinity, x divided by x gives us 1, and 1 over x will comes down the same, and power x. So according to the property, when limit x approaches to infinity and we have this form comes 1 plus 1 over x power x, this is will always be equal to the exponential e. So the correct option is option C. Now move toward MCQ number 30. It tells that which one of the following is an implicit function. So implicit function are those functions in which the variable are on one side and the constant are on one side. So if we look at option number B, here variable x and y are on one side and the constant pi are on the another side. So it means the correct option is option B. Move toward MCQ number 31. If a curve is described by expressing both x and y as a function of third variable, and the function related to that curve will be called parametric function. So this is the correct option. So with this question, chapter number 1 function and limit Academy series, ETA series, there are only 31 MCQs in this chapter, which chapter number 1 function and limit MCQs is completed. Inshallah, in the next video I will solve start chapter number 2 differentiation related to the second year mathematics of KPK Board Pakistan. So thank you for watching this video.